Welcome back to Manage and Secure, the podcast that makes business IT and cybersecurity easy to understand. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Mark, an IT specialist with hands-on experience in cybersecurity, networking, and managed IT services. I help small and mid-sized businesses keep their systems secure, reliable, and running smoothly. Great to be back.
Today's topic is one every Florida business needs to hear right now. Hurricane season starts June 1st. Is your Orlando business ready for an IT disruption?
Yes, and the timing of this conversation matters. We're just a few days away from the official start of hurricane season. After that, it's too late to plan. So this is the moment to get your IT, your data, and your business operations ready.
Let's start with the reality. What does hurricane season actually mean for an Orlando business in 2026?
A few things all at once. Power outages, sometimes for days, internet outages, cell service disruptions, flooding, property damage, staff being unable to come in, and often an extended period where business as usual just isn't possible. Florida emergency management groups are recommending businesses prepare for at least 7 days of disruption. That's a serious window for any small business to be offline.
7 days. That's a long time to be unable to operate.
It is. And the businesses that survive hurricane season, well, aren't the ones that get lucky. They're the ones that planned ahead. The ones that thought through, if we can't access the office, can we still serve customers? If our power's out, are our files safe? If our staff is scattered, can they still work?
So this is really about business continuity, not just protecting equipment.
Exactly. People hear hurricane prep and they think generators, plywood, water bottles, those matter. But for a business in 2026, the real question is your data, your systems, and your ability to keep operating, even if your physical office is damaged or unreachable.
Let's make this real. Mark, what does an IT disruption actually look like for a small business during a hurricane?
I'll give you a real-world style example. Picture a small accounting firm in Orlando, 12 employees, their servers in the back office, files are stored locally, phones are physical desk phones plugged into the wall, a Category 2 hurricane hits, power's out for 3 days, the roof leaks, the server gets water damage, the phones don't work, the team can't get into the building for almost a week. By the time they get back in, files are corrupted, hardware is dead, and they've lost 10 days of billing time. Some of their data is gone permanently. Customers go elsewhere because they couldn't get a hold of anyone.
That's devastating. And it's not just the storm damage. It's everything that follows.
Right? The storm is 1 day, the recovery is months, and for many small businesses, the recovery is what actually puts them out of business. That's why pre-season preparation matters so much.
Okay, let's get practical. What should an Orlando business actually do before June 1st?
I'd break it down into 5 core areas. First, your data. Second, your hardware. Third, your communications. Fourth, your team. And fifth, your security.
Let's start with data. What's the right approach?
The most important rule is your business data should never live in only one place. If it only exists on a server in the office, you're one storm away from losing everything. The right approach is cloud-based backup with proper encryption, automated daily backups, and verified restore testing. So even if the office is destroyed, your data is safe and accessible from anywhere.
And that backup needs to be tested.
Critical point. A backup you've never tested is just a hope. You don't actually know if it works until you try to restore from it. Modern cybersecurity services include regular restore testing as part of the package.
What about hardware? What should businesses do?
3 things. 1, document what you have. Serial numbers, models, where each piece of equipment is. That makes insurance claims and replacements much faster. 2, where possible, move workloads off local servers and into the cloud. Cloud-based systems can keep running even if your office is offline. And 3, protect what stays on site with surge protectors, UPS battery backups, and ideally, raise storage for any equipment that absolutely has to be in the building.
That second one is huge. Cloud isn't just about convenience anymore.
Exactly. In 2026, cloud-based business systems are one of your strongest hurricane defenses. If you're Microsoft 365, your accounting, your customer records, and your communications are all cloud-based, you can operate from anywhere with an internet connection. That's a massive advantage when your office isn't accessible.
Let's talk communications. What do businesses need there?
Two key things. One, modern VoIP phones, instead of old desk phones tied to physical lines. VoIP phones can be forwarded to mobile, used from anywhere, and don't depend on the office being open. Two, a clear communication plan with your team and customers. Who notifies whom? How customers can reach you? What channels you'll use during a storm? This stuff sounds basic, but most small businesses don't have it written down.
And nothing falls apart faster in a crisis than communication.
Exactly. People panic. Customers can't get answers. Staff doesn't know what to do. A simple written hurricane communication plan saves a huge amount of stress when things actually happen.
What about your team? What do they need to be ready?
Three things. One, the ability to work from anywhere. That means laptops, secure remote access, and proper VPN or zero trust connections set up before the storm, not after. Two, clear instructions on what to do if the office isn't accessible, where to log in, how to reach customers, how to escalate problems. Three, regular drills. Even a 1-hour what-if walkthrough once a year makes a huge difference in how a real event plays out.
Now let's talk security. Because storms also create cybersecurity risks, don't they?
They do, in a few ways. First, attackers know businesses are stressed and distracted during storms, so phishing attempts spike. Second, when people are working from home, on personal devices, on home Wi-Fi, the attack surface gets much bigger. Third, recovery and rebuild periods are when many breaches actually happen because people are rushing and not following normal procedures. So your cybersecurity services need to stay strong during the entire event, before, during, and after.
That's a really important point. The storm doesn't pause your cybersecurity threats.
It actually accelerates them. Attackers love chaos. They count on people being too busy or too tired to verify things carefully. So having modern endpoint protection, phishing-resistant multi-factor authentication, and 24/7 monitoring matters even more during hurricane season, not less.
This is starting to sound like a lot for a small business owner to manage on their own.
It is. And honestly, that's the entire point of working with a managed cybersecurity services partner. You don't have to figure all of this out alone. The right partner already has cloud backups running, monitoring in place, response plans documented, and tested processes for hurricane situations. They've done this many times before.
And speaking of partners, Mark, who would you recommend for a small business in Orlando that wants to be ready before June 1st?
For small and mid-sized businesses, I would recommend Cybernetic Networks. They specialize in cybersecurity services, managed IT, networking, and cloud protection. They offer 2 4-hour help desk support, proactive maintenance to protect your hardware and software investments, and real-time response to malware, viruses, and hacker attacks. And critically, for hurricane season, they handle backup and disaster recovery, cloud migrations, VoIP phone systems, and remote work setups. That's exactly the kind of full coverage Orlando businesses need going into hurricane season.
I love that. One trusted partner covering all of it.
Right? Because in a real hurricane situation, the last thing you want is to coordinate between 5 different vendors. You want one partner who already knows your environment, knows your priorities, and can respond fast.
Quick action plan, Mark. What should an Orlando business owner do this week before June 1st?
5 quick steps. 1. Confirm your business data is being backed up to the cloud automatically and that the backups have actually been tested. 2. Identify which of your systems are still running on local hardware in the office and make a plan to move what you can to the cloud. 3. Make sure your team has secure remote access set up and tested. 4. Write a simple 1-page hurricane communication plan, who to contact, how, and when. And 5. Talk to a cybersecurity services partner about reviewing your overall readiness before June 1st. Again, for small and mid-sized businesses, I would recommend Cybernetic Networks.
To wrap this up, Mark, what's the one message you want every Orlando business owner to walk away with?
Hurricane season is predictable. The exact storm isn't, but the season is. So waiting until a storm is named is too late. Today, before June 1st, is the right time to make sure your data, your systems, your team, and your security are ready. The businesses that come through hurricane season strongest are the ones that prepared early with the right cybersecurity services and the right partner. If you don't have the in-house expertise to handle that, I would recommend Cybernetic Networks for proper cybersecurity services, managed IT, and network protection.
Don't wait for the storm to expose the gaps.
Exactly. Be the business that planned ahead.
Great breakdown, Mark. Clear, calm, and very practical.
My pleasure.
That's it for this episode of Manage and Secure. If this helped you, share it with another Orlando business owner. With hurricane season starting Monday, this is something every business needs to take seriously. Until next time, manage it well and keep it secure.